Take a minute and think about the world record holders and the pioneers of the world. What do they all have in common? They're just a little bit insane. They all wanted to do something that had never been done before. And now everyone can have that energy for insanity. I'm Jack Zeiss.
I'm Mark Cleveland.
And I'm Nicole.
And we're here today to introduce you to Insanergy, a high-impact, high-speed, one-of-a-kind, adrenaline-pumping energy drink that would be great for Pepsi's product mix. So Insanergy is for the thrill seekers. It's for high school and college students ages 12 to 25, mainly people that live in the city. Anyone who's looking just for that energy to get out and do something kind of crazy.
So we chose to introduce our product in the Santa Monica and Venice Beach area because the people there kind of fit into our target market. They just are a little crazy and like to do things that are kind of out there. And also it's really close to our special event, which is the X Games, and they'll be in Los Angeles, so it's really close to that.
Okay, pricing. We use penetration pricing method with Insanergy because it's a new brand, and that'll make it, people will be more willing to buy it if it's cheaper than other products. And just because of our marketing, like the way the can is designed, it's going to be more attractive to people. And if they buy it for a cheaper price, or if they buy it for a cheaper price than something they either like as much, or if they like Insanergy more, they'll be much more willing to come back and buy it again. So. Also, our special event was the X Games, and we used the X Games as our special event because, one, our test market is Santa Monica and Venice Beach, and that's in LA, and the X Games for 2012 are going to be all over LA, so it really works. And we also, most of the people that would be attending the X Games would have to do with our target market. You know, they'd be fans of the X Games, they'd be relevant to it. So, and also during the X Games, another form of advertisement that we're going to be using will be we're going to give out 7,000 T-shirts and 1,000 little Insanergy Beanie Baby doll things, because you know it kind of symbolizes our brand, and when we're throwing them out to the crowds, it creates more energy and hype around the brand. So yeah.
So we used Facebook for our online advertisement. What our online ad does is reminds people about Insanergy. It reminds them about the X Games. Lets them know that we're going to be there and they can come check us out. It really just calls people to action. And also, since we're using Facebook, we can be very specific about who we want to target with our ad and their specific interests, their likes, where they live, and so make it really focused.
So we did both billboard and advertisements on buses, and we put the X Games in as ads because we thought that people who are fans of the X Games would be drawn to our product through those things, and they could see that and they'd want to buy it with the X Games. So we also did a magazine ad, and that one will run after the X Games, and to remind, because it doesn't really have anything to do with that, so kind of keeping that in the photo. And then we have 3 billboards and 3 buses, and we put 2 billboards on Highway 10 and 2 on Highway 5 because they go right through Los Angeles and Santa Monica area, and then the buses will just drive around that area. And so.
Okay, the radio ad. We used Raven Tershi, who is last year's Summer X Games gold medalist for skateboarding, as our endorsement for our ad, and we use AA radio advertisements that run Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. through 7 p.m. because we thought that'd be the time that people are most likely gonna that are in our market, our target market, are most likely gonna be listening to the radio because they're mostly adolescents and young adults, so middle school, high school, college age, and so that'll be the time because they'll be getting off of school and they might be driving home and be listening to the radio, or they might be like I do. Once I get home, I don't want the TV on while I'm doing my homework because it's way too much of a distraction. But then again, I hate it when it's completely quiet in the room, so I just turn on the radio and it's perfect. So people will be able to, that are our age or around that our target market will most likely be able to hear our ad at those times. And as you'll also learn, our TV ads cover pretty much all the other times of the spectrum except for the morning, like, because you don't really picture people in our target market getting up really early and at like 5 o'clock and listening to those kind of ads, you know, or even to the radio that much. That's more of, you would picture older people driving to work listening to like classical music or something, you know. So, yeah, and here's a radio ad.
It's going. Is the sound on?
Overuse of this product could potentially lead to
Open
these
up iTunes.
Do you ever wonder how the pros can pull off such crazy stunts? Talent is a given, but other than that, only an insane boost of energy.
Warning, overuse of this product could potentially lead to the asylum.
So what are you waiting for? Get off the couch and do something crazy with insanity. It'll drive you mad. What's up, guys? I'm Raven Tushy, X Games gold medalist, and I approve this message.
Alright, so then for our TV ad, we had a...
Are you tired? Can't focus? Not at your peak?
For our TV ad, we have a like a star appearance by Travis Pastrana. He's a real like idol in the extreme sports world. When people think of extreme sports, they think of Travis Pastrana. Done a lot of things that no one else has ever done before. People within our target market, they'll see him. They'll see he's like I said, he's their idol. So they see him drinking it, and then they'll want to drink it. A TV commercial runs on Comedy Central and Spike TV. From Monday to Thursday, it's on prime time, AA, from 7 to 11 o'clock. It's because, you know, they'll get home, it's after school, they'll do their homework, and then they'll go turn on the TV and they'll see us. Then on Friday, it's late night, real late night TV. They'll go out, you know, they'll party, do whatever, come home, just be hanging out, and they'll turn it on, they'll see us again. Then Saturday, we had more in the middle of the day. Since they'll, you know, they'll wake up around probably 1 o'clock or whatever, and they'll turn on TV again, they'll see us. And then Sunday, we go back to that prime time spot. TV was really our most important part of our advertising campaign. We used about a third of our budget on it. And then here's one.
Go over to my dock. Oh, it's good.
Travis Pastrana. He's an X Games gold medalist. And a world record breaker. He drinks Insanergy, so what are you waiting for?
It's going.
Alright, then our schedule of advertising, everything really revolves around the X Games, which was from June 28th to July 1st. Our whole ad runs from the beginning of beginning of June through August. It's like right in the summer when everybody's off school and they're all hanging out and they one need the energy to go do something fun. Like I said, it's all centered around the X Games. Everything before really focuses on like how Insanity is going to be at the X Games. Gets people pumped up about that, and then afterwards it's just kind of like Insanity to remind them that we're there. It's what they want to buy.
Okay, as you can see, for the market share of energy drinks, the three top companies are Monster with 28%, Red Bull with 38%, and Rockstar with 11%. And if you can see that that tiny blue one right there, that's Pepsi's AMP with only 8% market share. So I'm thinking this is an opportunity to get to get a new franchise that maybe beats out AMP and might even be able to compete with these other guys up here, you know, swim with the Sharks. So you should try us out. And I'd also like to add that we forgot to put it on our slides, but we're also using another form of advertisement. It's like, you know, the Red Bull Mini Cooper. We're doing that, and we're making 5 little Insanergy Mini Coopers, and we're also going to drive them all around LA and Santa Monica and Venice Beach. And just like other people do to promote their products, they let people test them out, right? So we're going to do that, and we're going to see what they think of them. So that's just another addition.
So Pepsi, let's face it, you'd be insane to turn us down. Insanergy is going to take people to a new level that's above and beyond the everyday. With your help, we can make Insanergy the demand, up there with products even like Red Bull. When people walk into the store and they'll see that this unmistakable white can, they'll feel the excitement and insanity the brand encompasses. So they'll go crazy for Insanergy. So let's make it happen. All right, thank you.
What do you think the most unique thing is about your brand?
It's probably just that, like, it seems like every other energy drink is kind of just about like the energy to get you through the day, and like Red Bull kind of does a little bit with like the whole extreme sports thing, but then they also fall into that just like energy to do like, I don't know, just like the everyday things. But then ours is really all about like doing something that's crazy, that's never been done before.
Like stunt level kind of stuff, you know. And another big differentiator is our marketing is completely different. Like when you walk into 7-Eleven or wherever, and you open the little refrigerator door with all the energy drinks, there's going to be all these black ones and everything with all these other designs. And we're going to stand out because we're completely white with all the X's on it. And, you know, it's kind of scary looking, and it's mysterious, and it's going to draw people's attention. So that's another big thing. And this is all about marketing, right? We really haven't said anything about the taste of energy drinks. So those two are probably our biggest differentiators.
Okay, very good job, guys. Thank you.